In 1999, inside a quiet town in Japan, a man became the subject of the most horrifying medical case in modern history. His name was Hiroshi Ouchi, a nuclear technician who suffered the most painful and prolonged death ever recorded. This isn't just a story about radiation. This is a story of human error, unimaginable suffering, and a body kept alive long after life had left it.
On September 30th, 1999, at the Tokaimura nuclear fuel processing plant, Hiroshi and two coworkers were preparing a batch of enriched uranium by hand. They poured the uranium solution into a steel tank. What they didn't know, they had crossed a critical mass. Suddenly, a blue flash lit up the room. That was a nuclear chain reaction, a deadly burst of neutron radiation. In an instant, Hiroshi was hit with 17 Sieverts of radiation. To put that in context, 8 is fatal. 17 is unspeakable. He vomited instantly. His skin burned. But what no one knew was that his death had already begun on a cellular level.
Hiroshi was rushed to the University of Tokyo hospital. Doctors were stunned. His white blood cells had completely vanished.
His body could no longer fight infections, produce blood, or repair tissue. His DNA was annihilated. Yet, in a desperate attempt to save him, or to study him, doctors kept him alive. They used skin grafts, blood transfusions, even stem cell transplants. But his body was decaying from within. Within days, his skin began peeling off. His intestines melted. He started hallucinating, screaming in pain, begging, "Please, stop. I cannot take it anymore." But they didn't stop. They cloned his white blood cells, replaced his fluids hourly. They were keeping a corpse alive through machines.
On December 21st, 1999, Hiroshi Ouchi's heart finally stopped, not because of a medical decision, because even the machines couldn't keep going. He had no skin, no white cells, no DNA left. He died 83 days after the accident in the most agonizing death ever documented. And what did the world learn? That technology without discipline is deadly. That science without ethics is inhuman, and that sometimes in trying to play God, we only create monsters.
The case triggered outrage. Was this treatment or torture? Did the doctors violate his human rights? For 83 days, Hiroshi lay in that bed, unable to speak, unable to move, and in unimaginable pain. Japanese media was silent. The government called it a controlled investigation, but behind the scenes, it was chaos. The radiation had altered him so much, nurses refused to touch him without full hazmat suits. This wasn't just a medical failure, this was a system failure. A chain reaction of bad training, bad design, and cold politics.
On December 21st, 1999, Hiroshi Ouchi's heart finally stopped, not because of a medical decision, because even the machines couldn't keep going. He had no skin, no white cells, no DNA left. He died 83 days after the accident in the most agonizing death ever documented. And what did the world learn? That technology without discipline is deadly. That science without ethics is inhuman. And that sometimes in trying to play God, we only create monsters.